test. Can we hear? Alright, I just had to move to Discord. Well, to general in voice. Nice. Alright, so okay. Yeah, probably bit nervous because I've never actually done commentary for like a race or anything like that alone. I usually have somebody else commentating with me. I don't know, I prefer. Okay. So first off, they're going to try and get free bunnies in Gateway, which is kind of one of the more reset heavy parts of the run, where basically it's like you have to get free bunnies, and when you get them, you can just go straight over to Rosalina, and yeah. By the way, should have, dang. So I'm gonna kind of go over the spin. It's gonna be based about the spin mechanic in with Luigi. So basically, it's like if you can spin. Like the main mechanic is just spinning, which kind of is like the flood of Mario Galaxy in a way, which basically gives a bit of an extra boost and can get rid of crystals. So we have hardcore, we have hardcore and 5-star chips recently. Oh god, I'm so freaking nervous. So, basically, oh god. Gateway is like one of the more reset heavy parts of the run for most runners, so yeah. I guess I might as well just try and introduce the runners, so yeah. So basically, Hardcore and Danny are like really good runners of the game. They're both 3rd and 4th in their own respective category. Where basically they have like a 2:27.41 and a 2:28.22. Calm down, so wow. See how it is. So basically have a bit of an early lead with Hardcore. Hardcore has basically just got a skip in Gateway where you can just jump. Where you can just jump on. There's a 4-frame window to hit the get the Luma. Hardcore started the timer a little late. Yeah, it was a bit bread ghost. All right, so. So Hardcore's just got the Gateway Star, which is a 410. Compared to Danny, which it's having a bit of issues. Got the bunnies isn't actually too bad, but got a 428, which is pretty. They're both pretty good gateways. Second bunny wasn't the best, but yeah, it's pretty good at least. Alright, so basically to kind of explain what the category is, Mario Galaxy is where you actually have to get 61 stars in throughout multiple different sections of multiple different levels and basically it's like you get 60 stars and you go and face Bowser, which gonna be here for about 2.5 hours, hopefully. So gonna actually have a bit of a text with Rosalina here. Might as well talk about, yeah. So basically, they're both playing on the JP version of the game, which Japanese is the fastest technically version. Yeah, it's about the fastest version of the run of the game. Basically, it's like I think it's Wii U JP, Wii U. The Wii U Japanese Virtual Console, Wii U English, JP, and normal. I don't know if it's JP English or well JPV or disc or VC. Oh, other than oh yeah, the shield. Oh, yeah. So hardcore is going into Good Egg 1, which is basically one of the more well, Good Egg 1 is basically one of the more basic levels in the run. It's basically like just a simple level. Korean is faster, but Korean reuse don't exist. Yeah. By the way, just like to mention that I'm kind of a bit nervous because I've never actually done commentary before. One person. It's just... So, basically, oh yeah, Hardcore is also trying to get 45 starbits in the run. Well, he's going to get starbits because starbits are going to be kind of necessary for 100 Lumas that are all throughout the run. Thanks for... So, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Hey Armis. Trying to watch those one race. Yeah, that's fine, man. I was trying to get you involved in and Sludgy, but had tons of problems going on, so it's like I had to at least only make it a 2-person race, and this is kind of the closest match we can get. Anyway, here, hey Jerome. All the Galaxy guys coming in. So, Hardcore and Danny are going straight into the Dino Piranha boss fight, which is kind of one of the easiest fights ever. Do try and get as much starbits as you can. Hardcore actually need, well, we need about 45 starbits optimally, but any more would be good because the reason why we get more starbits is because of 100 Lumas and the fact that, when you get starbits, it shows up a bit of an extra text box, basically. So it's like, yeah, it's like 2 text boxes, and you want as many stars as you could in every level, so you can get more starbits, and there's less text boxes. So Hardcore is just about done with Yoshi. It's just about done with Good Egg 1. I nearly called it Yoshi Star, and Danny is just about done with it as well. So next we're gonna actually learn about actually shooting starbits at actually shooting starbits. 400 would be really nice. Yep, I know, right? Wish we can actually get 400 starbits in Good Egg 1. Hell yeah. Valor might also have a bit of a cold, which is always nice. So Good Egg 2 is also, well, it's kind of like you need to get as much starbits as you could to feed a hungry Luma, and kind of, well, basically it's just you need 100 starbits as fast as you can. So, yeah. Also, to kind of explain about camera cancels, because camera cancels are a big feature in big thing in Galaxy. You have to hit up and down on the D-pad really quickly, and when you do that, you kind of get fast. Well, you actually skip the text. Well, skip the text box for you kind of skip a little animation for when you're doing just skipping some kind of animation. So Hardcore is going on to the 3rd planet, which kind of needs to optimally get about 79 starbits before he hey True Gamer. He does need to get 79 starbits before he reaches the 8th planet, because there's quite a wrapped in the starbits and around in that area. So basically, it's like you need to get as much starbits as you can in order to defeat Hungry Luma. By the way, for people who are feeding Hungry Lumas, you actually have to hold B while you're feeding. You can hold B while you're feeding in the test spots while you're feeding him, because which actually saves which actually can make you shoot straight into the Hungry Luma. Bit of a random strat that literally next nobody knows that. Yeah. So we're gonna eventually see Hardcore and Danny go and catch us a cycle in the next planet. Kind of a lot of time to, talk about some stuff, so basically, I might as well just explain what the race was meant to be, because yeah. The race was meant to. I was hopefully trying to get the race between Valu, Sludgy, Hardcore, and Danny, but we had tons of actual issues. Like Valu couldn't really join. There's no other choice than we basically just had no other choice than other to have Hardcore and Danny in a run. Only commentating then. So, Hardcore's just done with Good Egg 2, and Danny is just about done? Yeah, just about. I think it's like 12, something like a 12:36. Yeah, something about that. Yeah, 36 or 37. Close enough. So, next we have Honey Hive 1 in Hardcore side, and Danny's eventually about to go into it. So Honey Hive 1 is kind of one of the more inconsistent levels in the run, and that's due to the fact that Tree Skip, where basically Tree Skip is where you actually climb up all the way into the top of the tree, and basically you can skip the entire level of Honey Hive just by going on top of a tree and beating the level from there, which even though it's like a really inconsistent skip, most runners do go for it. It saves about 15-25 seconds, I think, something like that. Also, you see Hardcore doing a bit of a slower setup. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't do waterfall bounce. Oh, it saves like a minute. But if you mess it up, you can. Oh, it saves 50 seconds. Thanks. So many things. It's like mixed signals, dang. So, see if Hardcore gets it, and he does. Which is, well, basically, Hardcore does get the skip, which, yeah, it's pretty hard. Also, Danny is just about to get it. Danny just got it. Yes, it is. Messing up that one setup, that one skip could literally be like pretty fatal. Just loses a lot of time if you miss it, unless you actually save. Well, unless you actually just save it. There's a bit of a safer setup where you can go around the back of the tree, but it doesn't. Well, it's still pretty inconsistent-ish sometimes. So next we have Honey Hive 2, which is well, Honey Hive 2 is basically one of the well, it's pretty interesting movement. It's a lot similar to Honey Hive 1 with how both of the runners do it. And yeah. So basically Honey Hive 2 basically try and kill one of the beetles, and yeah. I don't know what it's called. I actually don't even know what the enemy is called. God damn it. So we have so basically what Hardcore is trying to do is called slope momentum, where if you spin constantly while you're going up a slope, you can get really good you can actually climb up the slope unless it's like really steep. Oh, it's Amanda Bud. Oh, thanks. Thanks, True Gamer and Cloud TV. So, basically, Hardcore's going to try and climb the tree again, which is the kind of the fastest route. Well, it is the fastest route. This saves about 10 seconds or something like that. So, gonna have to do home and ground pound this Mandibug in order to. Yeah, it does sound a bit like Mandibuzz from Pokemon, but whatever. Wrong game. All right. So Danny is just about to finish Honey Hive 2. He also no. So next stage is Honey Hive 3 as well, which is Honey Hive 3 is also got a bit of a good strat called B-list, where you kind of kill the boss here without using the B, which is pretty cool. Well, close. You're close, but not really fast. So, oh, no idea if you can see it. So basically, like movement in this game is kind of like just pretty self-explanatory, and which is just long jump. Mainly involves a bit of long jumps, backflips, and stuff like that. And yeah, so well, it's like the movement's mainly a lot of long jumps, but it's a lot more I would say the game's a lot more movement based than trick based. No, it's a lot more trick based, but the movement's still pretty important when you get down to the lower times, which is sub 240. So we're gonna probably see both of the runners go for B-list, which, unless I'm like completely mistaken, I don't think they're not gonna go for B-list, which, yeah. So basically, it's like you have to do a triple jump, ground pound onto the onto the big Mandibug, and yeah. Gonna see you do a bit of a faster strat from Hardcore, which you did get. Also, my battery's dying. Heck. And Danny's probably going to go for the Danny's gonna go for a bit of a safer strat, where kind of line yourself up with the with the flowers. But B-list is 2p. B-list is 2p only. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I might as well just explain about 2p. 2-player is basically like a bit of a different. Wow. 2-player is basically like a lot different to 1-player in the fact that 2-players kind of just move a bit. I guess you move a bit. Well, you do move a bit faster. You get a bit of an extra jump, but movement is really restricted in a way, because it feels really weird to actually have two controls. B-list saves about, I would say, about 20 seconds. I don't know. Might have to ask the chat. By the way, Loop to Loop is kind of the first level for motion controls. There's kind of a strat I don't think any of the runners are going to do. Where you can kind of jump off the Manta, and you can basically skip the movement from the Manta all the way to the end, to the entrance, due to the fact that you basically die while you're in that cutscene, and yeah, you can just go straight into the level. It only optimally saves about a second though, so it's not really that worth it. Split 2p when value stops on it. Hell yeah. So basically we're gonna see both of the runners are trying to not get as coins. So basically, it's like just try and not get any coins as you can. So because coins actually cause the text box to show up. Also see Hardcore has a bit of a nearly 20-second lead over Danny at the minute. I think it was good aid. Well, I think it was Gateway's kind of the choking point. Well, not really a choking point, but Gateway was kind of the main point where Danny kind of lost it. Also, Hardcore did get a 57.01, and Hardcore got a 57.01, which is still pretty good for his level. No, pretty good. We should average about 56.9 to 57, maybe a 58 at the most, but whatever. Danny got a 57.61, still pretty good for pun. Still pretty good for his level. Well, still pretty good considering we're talking about top level. I've only got a 56 once though, so it's pretty hard. Have to give credit to him. World record for that IELTS 55. By the way. So flip switch is well, next level's flip switch, kind of a simple level. Might have a 1 sec. It's mainly have to hit all the switches in the level. Alright, so levels are pretty simple. It's not really too much to explain other than the fact that you have to hit all the flip switches. Wow. Wow, Alex. See how it is. So, basically, both the runners have just done, they're about to go into the first battle as a junior fight, which kind of has a really simple beginning strat, where they just do a little bit of a triple jump off the, platform. Well, they're basically doing a bit of a triple jump off the platform, going on to the, boss planet, because basically the gravity on Hardcore's doing the platform jump. Ooh, that's a lot harder than what it looks. It's pretty inconsistent. It's pretty consistent, but it's pretty hard to do. So you can do it there. You can also actually do it offside. Like what I do is you can actually do off the platform just do a triple jump onto the platform, like from off it, but that's a bit inconsistent. Well, that's not too consistent, and it's like, yeah. Hello, Hayden, Alden. That try is a lot harder as Luigi than a Mario, because Luigi gets a bit more of a Luigi goes a bit fast, and he actually takes a bit longer to do a triple jump, so you can actually it's a lot more inconsistent. So Hardcore is just about done with the terrace, which was a 25, 38, 39 actually. Still pretty good. He's like 10 seconds off his best run, which was like the other day. Danny's just about done with a 50, just about a 56 flat. Maybe a 5601, which still pretty good. Have to give fair play. Oh, 2602, not 56, dang. So next we have next we have one of the more another inconsistent skip called Space Junk 1 skip, where basically it's like you just do a bit of a, well, it takes a bit of a while to explain, so, well, might take a bit of time to explain, so. Well, so basically it's like you have to do a really precise spin and just go off the platform. Well, spin on these pole stars and basically fling yourself in a faraway gravity zone near the end of the level. Basically what Alex said. So strat is kind of inconsistent in terms of the run. So Hardcore is just about to go and hopefully, but they both get it first tries. They have to do it twice in the run, one in here, one in the Comet. That was a bit. Never actually seen that setup, so. Hardcore's having a bit of issues. Maybe it's a bit of commentator's curse, dang. But Hardcore's really having a bit of problems with this. I kind of thought it was Hardcore's one. It is one of Hardcore's most reset heavy points. He's got it finally, like 6th try. Danny's got it first try, so that's gonna get him a bit of time to catch up. Nearly about neck and neck. Can really be trolled because you need Luigi to face the right direction. Also, next strat is Sludgy Hop, who basically do a triple jump off there. It's kind of named from Sludgy due to the fact that he was the world record holder and he just found it. Basically because it's like momentum is really weird. Momentum, you kind of get a bit more momentum when you do a triple jump. When you go into a different part of the gravity. Well, different gravity. Wow, Braddo's still going for spider bounce. Hell yeah. Nice. Nice one to represent. So they're both done with Space Junk 1. Hardcore has a bit of a lead to Danny. About to go into Space Junk 2. I'll probably have to go to the toilet after Battle Rock 1, so yay. Yo, Aaron, thanks for the 32 bits. Supporting Speedrunners League. So, how's everyone doing? Might as well ask, because I'm kind of just... It's hard to actually just explain stuff when you're just... when there's not that much interest in not that much interest in things happening. So Hardcore is just about to go on to the Camella fight in... Hell yeah. Yo, nice spread goes. So Hardcore is just about to go on to the Camella fight. You have to kill 2 Octogoombas. and kind of stole the name from OT thing. So basically, do a bit of a triple jump off the off this platform, but in order to keep the shell while you're in this command fight, so you can just go straight and do the first hit immediately. So hardcore is so we should that's a shell here from hardcore, and Danny's. You can kind of skip the fireball just by spinning straight at the at Carmelo. So hardcore is just about done with. Well, hardcore's just about done. Danny is about to be done right about now. Hardcore's Hardcore's got 31, 41, and Danny's about 8 seconds behind. 8-9 seconds behind of hardcore. So next we have Rolling Green skip. Well, one Strat and Rolling Green. I think both of them are gonna go for it. Hopefully it's first try, because kind of not really the most inconsistent. Well, the most consistent strats. It only saves about 4 seconds. If you mess it up, you can easily just take the lead for give the other runner a bit of a lead. So hardcore. So next we're going to learn about it's going to be about motion controls, and that strat is pretty. The strat is pretty hard. It's a lot more about trying to get the right positioning. So yeah. Hopefully Hardrose is going for it. He does get it first try. Danny's about to go for it as well. I nearly thought Danny was gonna mess it up there for a sec, but no, he still got first try. Nice. It did feel a bit late, but yeah, whatever. So hardcore is just about done with good at 1 here. Well, not good at 1. What the heck am I saying? Rolling Green. Where the heck did good at 1 come from? And he's just about to get the star. Danny's just about going to, get. Still has a bit of a still has a couple of second lead. It's a bit of a visual cue, like. Yeah, it is a bit of a visual cue. So whose team is everybody on, by the way? I might as well ask, because Jake has just plonked it up. Guys on Team Hardcore or Danny? I know it's kind of something that Jerry kind of does for actually rooting for me. Hell yeah. Even though I'm kind of like, I don't know, I've still got a ways to go to actually bop them too. By the way, this is kind of a race that it's going to be a race where the winner actually gets $25. The winner gets $25. Hardcore's going to go for a quick skip in Battle Rock 1, where you can kind of do a triple jump. Hopefully Dan gets the same thing. Yep. What are the popular categories for this game? There's only the most popular category is any percent Luigi, which is basically like you'd be kind of what we're gonna do right now. What we're doing right now. It's about 2.5 hours long. Still really fun, and my batteries just died. Next we have 80% Mario. 80% Mario still, yeah. Mario's the more popular category, but Luigi's a bit more fun. Also, fan spread ghost. Nice. So, wow. I see how it is, Alex. So I'm kind of gonna go. I gotta go to the toilet. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's go. So, next, I have no idea what, oh yeah, Battle Rock 2. I'm an idiot. Next, we have Battle Rock 2 by both the runners. Basically, I had to go to the toilet while Battle Rock 1 was going, so it's not really too much of a time. Welcome back, Pawns. We're still in Battle Rock, yeah. I would have never guessed. Oopie. So, Hardcore is just about going into Battle Rock 2, where he, level where you look at things to go fast, yes. It's kind of a strat going up on the next planet right here. The, I guess it looks like a bit of a helix or something. No, not helix, no way. Well, I'm saying. Does anyone run 100%? Well, there are two different types of 100% in the category, 120 star and 242 star. A lot more people run 120 than 242, but they're still like really fun. So, Hardcore actually missed the skip? Okay. Hardcore, so basically there's like a bit of a skip here where I see Danny's gonna go for it. Hopefully Danny gets it. That's gonna give it a bit of a time save. If you look up, if you look up at the pole star right here, well, at the star right here, you can actually get a bit, you can actually trigger it, so you can actually make, you can actually get over and get it without getting any coins. So Hardcore is just about gonna hit one of the bomb. Oh, gonna hit the Sling Star over here. Well, he's gonna open the cannon to actually get the Sling Star. Hopefully he gets it first try, and he does. I actually never knew you can actually manipulate. I think you can manipulate it with the. You can manipulate it with the camera. Oh, I never knew that. The more you know. So, yeah. How long does that take? 242. It's kind of like 12 hours for world record, and about on average it takes runners about 15 hours. 120 is just about, of course, half of that, which is about 7 hours, 7.5. Well, about 7 hours, about 6, 7, depending on the runner. So yeah. Also, Hardcore and Danny is just about done with I literally forgot what Battle Rock 2. It's hard talking on the spot when 38 people are watching. So, by the way, starboard counts are going to be really vital here, because you need 400 starboards before we reach. Well, before we reach Sweet Sweet, because Sweet Sweet's a 100 Luma, and you do need 400 starboards. Also, routing here is really important in Galaxy. It's kind of like you do need to know what star you need to do first, and what stars you need to do and the order of order that you need to do these kinds of stars, because I don't think I can really explain it, but comet cycles here are kind of a bit dodgy because basically comet cycles work on even and odd cycles from what I heard from Elias. It's like, so some comets show up on even when the star counts at an even number, and some show up in a bit of an odd number. Luckily in Galaxy 2 they did fix this, so some comets show up in even and odd, and some show up some comets actually show up in Terrace comets even, every other one is odd. Okay, thanks, Julia. I don't really know about comet cycles. I do know a lot about this game, but that's like something I do need to learn about. I've heard some stuff about Elias that actually did say it. So next we are gonna see Hardcore. We're gonna see Hardcore and Danny eventually going into try and hit both of these Lumas and hey Penguin Saver. They're gonna hit both of these top men straight away, and Hardcore gets it. Basically, you actually shoot one on. Well, you have to shoot one and spin one and shoot one with starboards. Oh, some stream lag. Is it stream lag in the Speedrunners League stream or on the individual stream? Neo? One sec. Because I kind of don't notice any lag in. So Hardcore is done with. They're both done with Battle Rock. Hardcore is a bit ahead. Seems like my commentary is a bit late. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe if Jerry knows, he'll probably. So we're going straight into Bowser 1. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a death warp in Bowser 1 straight away. So I have no idea about the commentary being a bit late, but I guess I'll probably ask Jerry. So there's a bit of a death warp in Bowser 1 straight away. We're gonna see both runners actually go straight into it. Basically, they're gonna die, kind of similar to what the this is kind of a taster of what the loop strat is, kind of, where both runners are gonna purposely take a death and they just warp straight into. It technically only saves about a second, but yeah. Chance to dad. It saves a second, but there's also a bit of cycle manipulation where you kind of just change the cycles a bit more. So it saves a bit more than a second, but it's still really cool. So we have the first Bowser fight going on with yeah, you do get better cycles. I just said. You have the first Bowser fight going on with Hardcore. He's gonna go. You do kind of do a long jump straight onto the platform with Bowser, so yeah. Danny's gonna go for a step lower than Hardcore because it's a bit faster, but it's hardly noticeable. So basically, Bowser fights actually, this is like the only Bowser fight. The first hit in specific is the only hit that actually sends Bowser, that actually sends Bowser in the direction that you spin at him. Like, for example, when you see Hardcore is actually spinning at Bowser, you're gonna see him spin again. And same thing with Danny. Danny's about to go into the second phase now. Danny's about 8 seconds behind Hardcore at the minute. Still pretty good. Still a pretty close race. Like, the race can go anyone's game at the minute. The runners can easily just do different things. So, there. Yes, I might as also talk about the starboard counts again, because in case anyone new is coming in. So, starbits are kind of when you get 0 starbits, there's a bit of a there's no text spots showing up. Well, there is a text spot shows up. Wow, English. A text spot shows up when you get a bit more than 0 starbits, and it loses about a second. So it's like you either gotta get as much starbits as you can. No, you oh yeah, you also interrupt Bowser's actions to force him around penalty. Thanks, Alex. You know, we should actually have Alex join commentary with me, but he's on chat. Thanks a lot for helping me on that. Kind of, if it didn't have you guys, I probably would have just gone off on a tangent straight down the M4. No, I'm shy in German. No, I'm shy in German. Hell, Dane, that sucks. So, both of them are done with Terrace, I admit. Well, both of them are done with Fountain. I'm really making a lot of mistakes. Dang. Both of them done with Fountain. They're both gonna eventually hop onto the kitchen. Kitchen's kind of known as one of the more dodgy level, dodgy worlds. Even though both runners actually, they do seem pretty good. They almost seem literally perfect in starbits. Danny has 341, which is really good for level. Hardcore is 330. No, 340. Oh, 341 and 347. I'm kind of stuttering here. God dang. They're both not going for Luma Bounce, which kind of surprises me because it saves for second and it's free. Can we disqualify both runners? Yes. Banned. Nobody gets the $25. Jerry has to keep it. So they're going straight into Beach Ball 1. Sorry about all the stutterers, by the way. I'm just nervous and trying to actually think about stuff on the spot is actually painful. So, they're both about to, well, this level is actually called 5 Sunken Chests. Oh. But this is kind of literally clickbait. Hey Elias, still not taking off. Blue up to Danny and Hardcore. Hi everybody. What's up, man? I wish you would have been able to join commentary because this is kind of going a bit of a train wreck myself. Also, that triple jump is much harder than what it is because it's like, basically it's like you have to do a triple jump and it is really precise because of a mechanic called tilt, and I can't really go too much into detail because I don't really know too much about it, and it's like really difficult. So they're both done about it, and they're both done, and they're gonna go on to Beach Ball 2, which is pretty easy. It's really easy, despite the fact that Alex the game kind of messed up Alex while he was in his stream earlier. It's still pretty easy. There's also a thing called World Tilt, which that changes when it's actually up and you're Neverland. You're unlucky and never get enough. Yeah. It's a lot. It's also a thing in Dusty Dune in 120 star as well. So also gonna go Hardcore's gonna go straight down and go back up again. Same thing with Danny. Hopefully it's betting the same movement. Yep, there was a bit of a stutter there with Danny, but still pretty good. And basically we kind of steal a shell from one of these penguins to get an 80+ on a swimming course that we never took. Okay, makes sense. Next we have Beach Bowl Secret. Wow. Oh yeah, about the BSG run, Elias. Oh yeah, GG on that run, by the way. Elias was just doing no, Elias was just in BSG and he was actually racing Frost in a similar format. That's kind of the reason why he couldn't really commentate, because he's actually on his way back from BSG at the minute. So, if you guys want to actually watch that, it's on the ESA channel. Well, it was on the ESA channel yesterday. Yeah. So, next we have Beachwell S. Hopefully they do get, well, hopefully they get enough starbits here, because it's important to have 400 starbits unless, because of, again, comet cycles. Normally it's like if you made one mistake and, looks like Hardcore has enough. Danny, we'll see. Still, they do seem pretty close though, I have to be honest. So Hardcore is gonna go straight into the ice flower and basically climb up these waterfalls. Still got about 20 in Ghostly, but if you're missing more, you're gonna have a bad time, literally. Oh, they're gonna go for Hardcore's gonna go for the fast secret end. Oh, dang. Hardcore's just got it, which you basically can skip using this one Cataquack. Danny's also going for it as well, so hard, nice. So basically it's like whenever they're done, they're gonna do it. Netzapple's Ghostly one. It's you really don't have that much time to explain everything, really. Gotta start doing that strat now. They both do. I might as well actually mess. Yeah, I just messaged Jerry about it. So Beach Ball 3 also was one of the more inconsistent levels that one of the more dodgy levels in the run, so hopefully Hardcore and Danny actually do get it first try. If not, then oh well. If not, it's pretty easy. Do you have the stream as source and OBS? I have no idea. You might as well just ask Jerry that, because well, you might as well just ask Jerry, because I'm just here for the ride. I'm just in voice call alone. Hopefully. Also, Hardcore is gonna go for it. He does get it first try. I trust these runs to hold A long enough to make it. Yep. Basically, just do a long jump off there, and it's pretty precise. It is really hard as Mario, but it's not too bad as Luigi. It's still pretty inconsistent, and you can easily lose a lot of time if you mess it up, though. Mostly, it's like most of the race is still like really it's normally like one mistake can actually just lose a lot of time. By the way, hey little tub. It is still a pretty close race. It's about 10 seconds. About 8 to 10 seconds. 8 to 10 seconds difference. Okay, maybe a bit more. But Ghostly one would kind of actually just get. We actually have to face. Literally meet ourselves, Luigi. So hardcore. So basically, we're gonna get the star power up really quickly right here in order to, well, have a bit quicker movement in order to go into the mansion. And basically, when you go into the mansion, you can just kill this boo. You get five star chips in the next area. People usually hate the star because Hardcore had to actually bond on. Well, he didn't bond. He had a bit of issues on the on the candles, so didn't had a bit of Hardcore has lost a bit of time on there. Danny got a bit further, but not that much, so still pretty good. Wow. Hayden Ghostly Dan's game. This is kind of a really it's not really too hard of a skip, even though I didn't go for it until I got a 245. Basically, it's like you do 2 pull stars in order to clip straight into the mansion rather than going in all the way through the entire level. There's this other strat I used to do back in the day where you can, not many people know about this, but you can actually spin and tap A. Well, you tap A and constantly spin when you get spin these pull stars, and when you do that, you can actually get like the momentum for, well, as much momentum as the pull stars range. So you can get massive height, and you can literally just hang on there forever. I found it while I was doing a glitch, while I was watching a glitch, and it's pretty nice, pretty good to see. So, it's really important to see you out starbits. Hardcore literally has some 420 starbits, which 420, lol. Haha. See how much Danny has. We do need 400 starbits right here because of the Hungry Luma right here. We do need 400. Danny has 408. Thank God, because if the runners actually have less than 400, they are kind of going to be in a bit of a issue. Well, they're going to be in a... So, Hardcore, what Hardcore does is he actually has to talk to Luigi. Bit of a fun fact, but that Luigi right there, the NPC Luigi, is actually like a couple of pixels taller than the real Luigi. Wow, don't... So next is Sweet Sweet. Literally one of the it's pretty it's pretty much of a chill level. The only thing I don't really get is the fact that some runners don't actually get starbits here. Because you can get 50 starbits and hey Delphine. You can get 50 starbits and yeah, you can, it's usually a bit of a usually it's not too bad. So I don't get the fact that some runners actually don't get starbits here. It's usually it's a lot more consistent, and you can usually get about 50 here, which it's more than in it's more than in other stages. Like I usually get I usually get about 50 starbits while I'm in here, and in Bubble Breeze as well. So, I guess I can see Hardcore's lead is kind of extending. Compared to Danny. Danny's still playing pretty well So it's fair play on him. Next we have kind of one of the more one of the hardest levels in all of Super Mario Galaxy. We're now entering the hardest star in the game. First try! We got first try by Hardcore. Hell yeah, nice. And he went for the spinless strats as well, which basically like spinless you don't spin, and well, when you spin, get a bit of extra animation from Luigi. I'm trying to ask Gary about why the fact that I'm on a bit behind, but I have no idea. Maybe I have no idea. So well, so basically they're both done with Good Light Luigi, which is, yeah, it's a thing. It exists, I guess. Who is this Jerry and why does he not fix things? Right. Yep. So, Honey Hive Comet, one of the more it's one of the more simple levels. It's 1 hour and 6% from Hardcore and 1 hour 25 from Danny, yeah. Maybe it's on my end, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's a bit of a real quick boost you can get by Hardcore and Danny by spinning, well, by holding Z when you hit 2 and when you hit, well, you hit A when you hit when it says go, you kind of get a bit of an extra boost. They both actually do get really I guess they're both going for the faster strat here, where you can just jump off and spin over the wall. It's kind of the strat that more newer runners do if they don't do tree skip. It's kind of an alternative in Honey Hive 1. And if you don't do it, you can actually just get over there and just do the same thing that you see the roads do. So next we have Beach Ball Comet. Kind of famous for me as the level that I always enter. Other than good Ghostly. There's a different way where you long jump, but you land way further. Yeah. There's also a way that I think most newer there's also a little task-ish strat that I know people do at Alex. I know Alex has tried doing it once and he's got it. It looks pretty cool, but yeah. Alright, see you, Elias. Enjoy your flight. So, Hardcore and Danny are gonna do a Beach Ball Comet, which is kind of literally Beach Ball 3, but a bit faster. So, I might as well explain a bit of a funny thing that happened. So, I actually got a recent PB of 241, and while I was doing it, I nearly went into Beach Ball Comet when I was meant to go into Ghostly 1, which could have been fatal. That happened in the 1545 any percent when I got the world record for it. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is so Hardcore does get the strat first try, by the way, I might as well mention. And Danny's of course getting it first try. They're both really consistent runners. I don't think they've really made too much mistakes. There's no deaths yet, so good to hear. Well, yeah, good to hear. Next, we have Bubble Breeze, another easy star that both the runners do. Speaking of Beach Ball Freeze, there's a red glitch that makes a camera bug out when you enter the end section after the launch star and then you die. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know how it happens, but Pants has done it once, and it's kind of funny. Speaking of other stars, I might as well mention this one thing, but in Battle Rock 2, you can actually soft lock on the last galaxy, on the last planet. Like, I've done that once, and it's... I don't know why the hell that happened, but it was funny. It was like, basically what I did was I kind of got the one-up. I think I got a one-up, and I got hit at... Well, I got the one-up from Starbits, and I got hit at the same frame, which, yeah, which kind of made the game soft lock. You can soft lock in toy time everywhere, but we'll get to that later. Yep. Next, alright, so this section right over here doesn't really have proper collision detection, so you can just backflip over and skip the entire second bit, which is kind of, well, which is really easy. Even casual players can do it. Even though some people actually do mess it up in runs, which I have to be honest. If you do mess up in a run, you kind of should practice it, because it's pretty easy. You know, oh yeah, I think to remember Sludgy soft locking in Toy Time Comet once before. So next we have Ghostly Secret. I think I'm gonna see both runners actually do the fast strat here, where you just well, I'll kind of explain it as it goes. It's like really complicated. I don't really know how it works, but there are like these 3 doors, and you can kind of just backflip and jump on the. Well, you can just jump on the edge of the door, and yeah, it kind of works like that, and it's really confusing how it sets up. There's a bit of a it does the collision to make it into the top. Oh, Hardcore's doing a bit of a safer setup, which I've never really seen that. You can actually I actually never knew you can just jump over there. Wow, that's cool. I thought you had to just do a straight up long jump on that. So, gonna see Danny do the same thing. It's a good call that they're both doing it because it's a race. Because there's a bit of a harder setup that most runners do when they're especially on world record pace. Well, world record contenders that I don't really do myself. I've never really done it before, and it's like, ugh. It's an actual really hard strat if you compare it to the other strat. Like what I do is I just do backflips. I do a backflip spin with the Wii remote, land, backflips, do a long jump spin with the remote and land again. And on Danny is something to manage. Also, I got a message from Danny saying he's minus 7.9 on PB and Bowser Jr. too. So Danny's actually on PB pace. Wow. Nice on him. Hell yeah. So Hardcore, so they're both going into Bowser Jr. 2 next, which you can kind of skip the entire section just by shooting right at a really specific spot. It's just like the first level, just like the first Bowser Jr. level where you skipped half the level. Yep. It's not like Bowser Jr. in... Well, Bowser Jr. 3 is a lot different, but also a bit of a fun fact that nobody knows about, but it's like, some people know about it, still not really that known, but wow, after all that you just killed that magic people. But yeah, you can actually shoot Bowser Jr. while with a star bit, and if you do that, you actually do get like 10 or 20 star bits on the way back. Which is kind of funny. So Hardcore is just about done with the Bowser Jr. fight, which could get really hectic, really bad if you mess it up. So it's a good thing he got it first try. Hardcore is just about done with the kitchen for the first time. There's still a bit more. He still has a bit more to do, but yeah, still got. Yeah. So, what else do we have next? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, Battle Rock Comet next. I do kind of a different one. The fight comes a bullet hell when you're 1 hit short. Yes, it does come. It does. So, the bedrooms are now unlocked, and we're gonna go back into the Hey, Death Dragon. Haven't seen you in a while. So, next we're gonna be in the terrace. Well, not the terrace, the fountain, because I can't even speak today. Need to talk to Toad, because Toad actually has the next letter to, go into the run. Well, go into Battle Rock Luigi, which is later on. Hopefully Hardcore actually gets Battle Rock in Space Jump Comet next, which is gonna be... Which Space Jump Comet is known... Space Jump 1 and Comet is known to be Hardcore's one of the most reset points, so hopefully, if Danny could potentially catch up and make this a close race. Next we have next star is Battle or Comet, which is kind of like one of the more embarrassing stars if you fail myself at me. And yeah. So basically it's just like doing like 2 long jumps straight onto the top man fight. It's already a close race, but it can easily show Danny could get a bit more of a lead if Hardcore messes up setup. Messes up Space Run Comet. Snap. Alright, so I just wanted to mention that both the runners have about 40 seconds difference in PBs, like 41 seconds from a 227 to a 228. So it's still showing a really good high tier run. How did from hardcore side? I didn't even notice that because I was looking at the speedrun speedrun.com leaderboards. So they're both done with the fight. I think I died here. They're both done with Top Man. Yeah, that's. I remember what. Oh, Top Maniac. Yeah, that's the one. You can. I've actually game overed once in the spots when I was on a pretty good 241 pace once, which was pretty funny. I was on like 241, 240 pace. You know, I'm still trying to get that sub 240, but I hope I get it kind of soon. Actually got a 241 the other day. I'm still really hyped about that. Next we have I literally forgot what that star is. What's the easiest boss in this game? Dino Piranha easily. Or, well, Honey Hive 2 in a way. Barn Bird could be a bit of an issue sometimes with some runners. It's really hard to do really fast, but yeah. Wow. Final Bowser. No. Oh god, don't bring up the Final Bowser thing again. I don't really want to talk about it. Well, I might as well just talk about it when we get there, unless... So, have you seen... Nah. You had to Death Ground. You just had to. So, I might as well explain it, but one time I was on that really good pace myself. I might as well just explain. God damn it, Alex. All the stars I'm struggling with. I'll send you the clip later, Death Run. But I kind of died once in the Final Bowser when I was on 240 pace. When I was on a 244, 243 pace, which was a PB pace for me. On the final hit as well, which was one of the most heartbreaking parts of stuff that happened. I'll send it to you in DMs, Death Run. But wow. Yeah, I love you too, Alex. Also, they're both... I don't know if Hardcore got Space Run Comet Skip first try, but... I know Danny did. I died like 4 times in a 245 in my 245. Also, Danny's actually taken the lead because of Sludgy Hop. Wow. Sludgy Hop is actually bringing a bit of issues to Hardcore because... Wow, Sludgy Flop? Yep. That's the one. Alright, so Hardcore's just about done... Oh, Danny is taking the lead, which... Yep. Kind of a shock, but... Hardcore should watch. Oh, yep. Oh god. Alright, I sent it to you in DMs. Death Run. Have to get food and suddenly Danny's ahead. Yep, it just happened. Space Jump Comet. So, well, it was on Sludgy Hop. Yep, it was Sludgy Hop. Right. Hardcore is having problems. That strat can be really finicky sometimes. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. Spider... Oh god, with the Spider Bounce Master Race. Oh no. But yeah, Danny's just about... Oh. Danny's just gone into the auto scroller again in Battle Rocket Luigi, so... But yeah, that did happen, Detran, and I kind of got 1k views on that clip due to it. Don't ask. Time for donations, yep. Literally, just calling them, we're gonna get in before bits. I mean... Yeah. Thanks, Detran. A bit. Keep in mind, the spit is gonna go on to the Speedruns League. Greetings from donation. Long time viewer. I'm donating because my viewers died from animal. Yes, Alex. Just keep in mind the Speedruns League is actually a well, this is kind of the first time Galaxy's been shown on Speedruns League. They've done multiple games before. They're at the minute doing a Mario Bros. And I think a Mario Bros. A Mario Bros. 3 and a Odyssey tournament. I think also in 96 exit Mario World as well. I think that's what's going on. So if you guys are also interested in that, just might as well just drop a follow on Speedruns League. I'm probably not going to be commentating a lot, so if you guys also want to drop a follow in my channel, feel free, # self-promotion, but whatever. If it includes the bunnies, I'm going to refund that 25. I would also refund that 25 if I was you. Well, thanks for actually funding the entire race at Hardcoregaming07. Hardest boss, Bowser free. Keepo. Also, Danny's actually doing a bit of a weird... They're both doing a bit of a weird faster setup here. I actually used to try that before, but I didn't even know if it was faster, but it actually is. Wow. Next, we have Gusty Garden, which is always a... It's always a bit of a fun level to see. What is my channel? I will put it in the... I think it's commentator? Oh. Basically the, well, I'll just post like a little me. It's Pod is the Dragon, if you want to... I usually do Galaxy, kind of similar to what Danny and Hardcore does, so if you want to... my runners. So if you want to, I don't know, watch... If you want to watch the individual runners, go into, twitch.tv/hardcoregaming07, well, twitch.tv/the runner that you want to watch. So Hardcoregaming07 and Danny, Danny GG. Danny is minus the underscore, by the way. So I'll just post it in chat. It's not Danny underscore GG. It's Danny GG, just straight up. Which they are both like really respected runners in the game. They are both 3rd and 4th in the category, and they're both hopefully one of them is gonna win free $25. By the way, Hardcore is actually caught up here with Wait, 1 second. I might as well look at the commands. None of them did Luma bounce. I don't respect them. Wow. Yeah, his hardcore was caught up in Gusty 1. So, yep. Nice. Oh yep, I just got the I just got everything. It's nearly synced actually. Hardcore's caught up. Well, Hardcore's caught up. He is just about ahead by about a second. I might as well just post the commentators and the races of the this race is really freaking close. It's a good choice. We actually chose Hardcore and Danny because Sludgy probably would have crushed them. Let's be real. That's I wanted to get a freeway race between Hardcore, Danny, and Sludgy, but there was only like a 1v1 layout, so it was like I had to go from either Hardcore Danny, Danny Sludgy, and Sludgy, or Sludgy Hardcore. So it was like I couldn't really, I couldn't really do anyone. All right, Danny's kind of. It's literally about nearly neck to neck. Danny's just slightly a bit ahead. Sorry. Danny's a bit ahead. Gonna go into the moles, everybody's favorite section, which is literally a question mark. Fun fact. Literally, everybody can just see it's like a question mark. Danny's like a bit ahead in comparison to Hardcore, so it's a really close race. I'm actually surprised. I was kind of expecting. Oh, I've got world record in this game. I got Welsh record, technically. Yeah, not wrong. This planet may be worse. Yeah, Welsh world record. Yep. So, gonna kind of. It's an actual inverted question mark. Yeah. Movement of the runners are still like pretty well. Oh, Danny's just lost the lead thanks to missing that pull, missing that sling star there. Oh. So Hardcore's just got Hardcore's just taking the lead. They're about to go on to I always forget his name, but it's the mole. Keep on calling you Spyro instead of pods, just like the old days. Hell yeah, yeah. I used to be called Super Spyro back in the day. If you guys don't recognize, if you guys recognize me from ages and you haven't seen face ever, my username ever, or yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, Major Burrows. Yeah, that's the one. Thanks. I don't know. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget forget the name. Hardcore's just about done. You can do like 2 ground pounds instead of 1 in order to skip the Major Burrows text. Yeah. Hardcore's finally took the lead again by about 7 seconds. It looks like Danny's still on PB pace, which yeah, it's still pretty good. Just call him perfect name. So, I don't know what route that both of the runners are actually gonna do at the minute. So, I'll be kind of what runners usually do is they do free then secret then comet, but some people do secret then free then comet. If you do free then secret, it's actually a bit faster, but it's only like a second, so it's not too worth it, but it's like a free second. Mainly, I might as well explain it, but basically when you're going into the star select screen, you can do a bit more, when you're in the star select screen, you can kind of get a bit more an extra star spawns when you do free then when you do secret then free instead of free then secret. Hardcore's just Hardcore's did just spun right at the wrong time, which made him lose which basically just made him lose his lead. Also, wow, Danny's doing secret then free SMH, and Hardcore is why do they not do free then secret? It saves time. It saves like 0.25 seconds, but it's worth. It's worth, definitely. Yeah, hey Elby. Yep, Death Dragon is alive. Everybody should do free then secret. It could be after do with recitals. It's also the same reason why you do I guess that made sense. Yeah, I never thought of it like that, but yeah, whatever. So it's a good thing that they did. Well, it's actually a good call that Hardcore did it, because Hardcore's actually gonna lose a bit of time here. He didn't lose a bit of time. He's gonna miss out on a couple of starbits due to getting starbits. Well, due to the fact that he missed the coin. And still a bit of problems with some of I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Dang. Next is going to be kind of one of the more the skip that we're gonna see Danny do right now is gonna be kind of one. Who do I think is gonna win? I might as well just ask. Who do you think is gonna win this? I was putting my money in Hardcore because Danny got a 233 when he was doing a reset list, but Danny's been playing pretty well, so I'm gonna kind of put my bets on the underdog Danny. Also, do a kind of a long jump. Oh god. They do kind of a long jump, and that strat right there is going to be one of the more dodgy strats, because fun fact, I've actually killed it in Mull. I can't put my money on people not messing up Sludgy Hop and doing Luma Bounce, but it might be a tie. Might be. Just don't know. So Danny's that strat over there is actually one of the strats that I've killed one of my actual pretty good run. So yeah. So Danny is about a couple of seconds ahead at the minute. Danny's about 2 seconds ahead. In comparison to Hardcore. Even though Hardcore is a bit of a 47 PB, it seemed to be making a couple of mistakes. Wow, banned. After fire. Seem to be making a couple of mistakes, but I really hope no. But they've been playing really well. I have to give fair play. I have to give credit to where credit's due. By the way, I also want to mention the fact that Hardcore has actually got Danny's having a bit of problems with movement. With the he's having a bit of problems with major boroughs, but it's not too big of a deal at the minute. Didn't lose too much. So wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Hardcore is actually a world record. I gotta mention this, but Hardcore, for those who do not know, Hardcore is actually a world record holder in 120 stars of this category, which is a 5:47:31. Kind of the bit of an extended version of 80%, of course. It's 120, so a bit more fun, even though there's some stars that are just but But it's a lot more. It's a bit more interesting, and yeah, really like one. I think 120 stars should be a bit more of a pop. Should be a more popular category. The only issue is like it's really long. Danny's on PB pace by 4 seconds. I did hear he was on really good pace from DMs, but yeah, must have lost a bit of time in some levels. 120 wasn't that long, yeah. 545 could definitely happen sometime, but yeah. Basically try and get. Oh, Hardcore is caught up right now because Danny is having a bit of problems with the penguin. Eh? Having a bit of trouble with the penguin, eh? Not really a Spyro reference, dang it. I was kind of unintentional. I had to do a Spyro reference when the opportunity was in with the trouble with the trolley. Oh, that's a... Hardcore has actually had a bit of issues with, he didn't really get a triple jump, which, might be a bit of a... Which could have been a bit of a loss. It's not too big, but... Oh, Danny's having, well, no, that definitely doesn't look faster to me. It just looks a bit slower, because basically it's like you can just do a triple jump and, yeah. So next, Baron Burr, everybody's favorite star. Not really. Hardcore's, I'm plus 43, dang. So so Hardcore is literally, funnily enough, 2 seconds behind Danny's PB. If he continues on his pace, technically, thinking about it. Danny's just on a bit behind now, dang. I think Danny's just started a bit behind from his PB by like 2 seconds. I can tell because of course splits turning red are bad. By the way, really looking forward. Oh, he is 2 seconds behind. Yep, I knew it. It looked like he was about 2 seconds behind due to the fact that he was on red splits, which, yeah. It's amazing how close they are. They are both really consistent runners of the game, so. It astounds me how much work they've really put into the game. Hardcore's just been speedrunning for over a year now, and Danny, I have no idea when he started. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look that up. Show obsolete runs. Danny's just been speedrunning. Well, Danny's been speedrunning since December. Well, last December, so it shows how much work both of the runners have put in. And so much little time, and it's amazing to see. Right. Danny's really been killing it in the Mario Galaxy community in any percent. He's really been trying to, well, he's really been amazing to watch. So Hardcore is, so I guess Hardcore is a bit more ahead. He did catch up, well, he did gain a bit of time, but, which, yeah. Hope, the next star's done, this star is actually kind of an interesting one because, great job commentating, thanks. I'm kind of trying to commentate myself because it's like, I gotta prepare for UKSM commentary sometime next year, so it's like I better get the experience now. So, there's a strat that Hardcore and Danny are gonna do straight, like right off the, I don't know if they're both gonna go for it. I think they should. I think they're gonna go for it, knowing me, but I don't really know. Why do a bit of a good old lava boost? It does hardly say it saves about 0.6 seconds. Like I think it's about 0.64 according to Yoshi-fan from the optimal movement, but it's really cool. Hardcore's not gonna go for it. I don't know if Danny is. If he's not, then that's fair. There, nope, there's not. Basically, what the fast strat is, you can do a bit of a, you can do a grab the grab the life room, and you do a lava boost. There's like this one patch you can just do a lava boost straight from well, straight from there into the end, straight to the end, but it saves like a second, so it's not really worth it in a race, especially because you can just choke it and lose a lot more time. So hardcore, no, Danny's having a bit of issues with Fire Luigi, and yeah, in comparison to hardcore. Next, next run, the next strat that's going to be kind of interesting to see how both the runs do is Honey Hive Comet. Well, not Honey Hive, Honey Climb 1. By the way, hey Justin Hot. How are you? The next runner the next level that's going to be kind of interesting to see is Honey Climb, because there's this one strat that was just found in Honey Climb recently. Well, it's not really a strat, it's a bit more of like an exploit. Pardon. That really shifted up the movement and made everything a lot more interesting. So basically, like, we'll explain as much as we get there, but I have not seen that movie. I'm not really interested in movies, to be honest. The style reminds me, maybe Freeze Flame Comet spawned after Freeze Flame 1 instead of 3. Yeah, that doesn't really make that much sense, but it's like, I guess it's like a teaser, in a way. It's a trailer for what you're going to expect in Freeze Flame 3. By the way, I love this long jump that Hardcore is doing right now. Danny is going to do it in a bit. You can just long jump straight through the entire section. Weird, because, yeah, you do the Comet for a level you've never been to. Makes 100% sense, you know. As you do. As you do. But, so Hardcore is, well, hopefully they're gonna, well, the Comet does look, well, hopefully Freeze Flame 3, well, Freeze Flame 3 does have a bit of edits in comparison to Freeze Flame 1. Well, Comet, because as you can see, most of the patches are fire instead of, are lava instead of ice, which is, well, of course, dangerous. Do runners know where the opponent currently is? I have no idea, but I assume so, because I think they're watching this stream right now. Also, looks like Danny's even further beyond the PB pit. The red... Oh, Danny's even further in the red zone, so, sucks. Hopefully Danny can catch up, because he was on, like, I don't know, 10 seconds ahead of PB pace earlier. Sorry. Next we have Freeze Flame Secret. Everybody, well, literally most runners' favorite level. Also the level where you can actually yeah. Another thing odd you did is Freeze Flame Purple's your Freeze Flame Secret. Why? Okay, that's weird. Seems weird. Okay. So Freeze Flame Comet is well, Freeze Flame Secret Freeze Flame Purples, I should say, because purple coins actually has one of the more interesting up warps. Like, there's a couple of up warps hidden in the game where you basically spin at a really specific spot and you can basically fall and you can get height. No, I don't know why it happens, but you can get a bit more height. There is one in the next planet that Hardcore is going to go into right now. That, like, I think it was in the 1545 race where you guys do not know what the 1545 is, it's basically like the Mario 602, the Splash Factor, and the Rare Weather 301. I was doing it last year, and it was on this section where the boulders were. I spun. I actually fell off the platform hard, and I eventually just got back up and warped back up and saved myself, which was kind of a shock. So Danny's losing a bit more time to hardcore because Danny's having a bit of troubles. Hopefully, Danny can catch up kind of soon, make this a bit of a close race. But looks like Danny's kind of caught up. Well, looks like hardcore's eventually gaining his lead. Next, we have Honey Climb, one of the more dodgy parts of the run. There's this one skip that has recently been found by Valu. Well, it's not really a skip, it's an exploit where you can kind of gain really fast momentum. It's really simple to do, but doing it really optimized is really difficult, where you can just jump, where you have to jump and spin while facing upwards. Ever since this exploit fans have been joined, yeah, the level's a lot more fun, but it's fun, but it's painful sometimes. So, Hardcore got the first one really. Well, the first one was really good for Hardcore. He did get the position really well. Danny got really good as well. Nice. Basically, also Honey Climb is also one way you have to do a bit of multitasking, because you do need 175 star bits. Well, you do need a lot of star. You can get a lot of star bits here. So looks like Hardcore is having a bit. Well, he's kind of. I don't know why, but sometimes when you do these in this third planet, the one that they're doing right now, it sometimes goes a bit to the right, which is a bit weird, but hey up. Danny's still doing pretty well, so yeah. Oh, Danny's just. Oh, that's a bit of commentator's curse. Oh, dang. He was doing well, but he just lost a bit. Alright. It looks like he's still close to PB though, like about 0.5 or something. So, so next we have literally one of the more painful Bowser fights for new runners of the game, where well, Danny's about I know Danny's a bit behind, like 0.2 or something. So this does kind of manipulate a lot of gravity, so it does make the run a bit it makes the run really interesting to see. And never seen Flopsy Turvy. I've never heard of it, and I'm not really too keen on movies, to be honest. Justin. Alright, so Hardcore is coming up to a bit of. You have a bit of a really interesting skip going on, where you can kind of skip the entire. I like to call it some kind of Tetris section, where you can kind of skip the plus sign. You can just go straight onto here with a couple of with just one long jump. It's pretty consistent, but sometimes it doesn't really work. As long as you know what you're doing, you actually got it. So, Hardcore is going straight on to the second Bowser fight. Ew. It is. The second Bowser fight is one of the more dodgy ones for new runners, so I guess I might as well just explain more. So you're gonna see. Oh, Hardcore's took a hit there, which could be a bit of a dodgy one. He's down a coin though, so good thing. Good on him. second Bowser, no, second Bowser is also known to be a bit dodgy due to the fact that he does these kind of, I like to call them sucker punches because it does remind me of that move from Pokemon. Basically, you have to hit the tail here. Because when you hit the tail, well, if you hit the tail, you get a bit more momentum. Well, you get a bit. It's a bit faster because Bowser has a bit more time for stun, and basically it's like when Bowser gets stunned, you can just get a. When Bowser is stunned, you can well, if you hit him from the front, you don't have enough time to react, and Bowser just straight up hits you and murders you. So you gotta hit him in the tail. Most runners actually don't know this, actually have tons of problems with that Bowser, so yep. Danny, no. Hardcore is just about done with setting Bowser. Still a pretty good. It's a pretty good, I would say it's a pretty good bedroom for him. He's definitely a bit behind from PB at the minute. From what I can tell, he's probably just changing comparisons. That's why his splits are changing from pink to blue. Still pretty good. I think Hardcore got a 54. Well, 52, sorry. And Danny got a 147. 147.15, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Just what? Well, a 16, close enough. Hardcore Danny is sitting over 600. They're not gonna do boy base that then because of it makes the route a bit. Also, no, you can just go to engine to terrace, which saves 5 seconds. Nah, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be the case because yeah, you do get a lot in toy time. Well, I don't get any, but you do get a lot later. So, Danny is also -6 on his PB, so he is actually on PB pace right. He's actually on PB pace right now. So yeah, me. I know Cloud Kirby. He just told me on DMs. Like really, if I had a camera, I would totally just tell you, but. He is -6 out of Bowser 2. Hardcore's got a really fast entry into engine room, which hey, nice. Danny is gonna go straight into engine room now. Still a bit behind of Hardcore, but not too bad. It's not too bad. He can easily catch up because Hardcore's done a bit more need a cam so he can look at us in disappointment. Yes. Yep. So Hardcore is going. Hardcore got the frame per. I think that's like a frame perfect jump here, so you can skip the animation for the first section of the galaxy. I don't know if Danny goes for all these, but yeah, they do look kind of good. By the way, if anybody actually wants to drop a follow or watch these races at the moment when they are running, they just type in exclamation mark. Go onto the Twitch streams that are on this layout, and I might as well do a bit of commentators. And if you guys want to follow me as well, this is kind of the point where this is my commentary. Well, I'm doing commentary. I'm also Galaxy Runner. I don't have as good of a time as they do. I'm probably like, I don't know, 7 minutes. I'm actually 7 minutes slower at them at this moment in time right now. Fun fact. I will probably be done with Bowser 2 in about 6 minutes from now. Oh, Danny's having a bit of issues with the pull stars. Where it's not really. You can actually just go look up and get a bit more speed from hitting a later pull star. Also, Bunnies is not looking that good for Danny as well. I know there's an actual strat that was found by Trustfall, Shadows to Trustfall, where you do a jump while you do this complete setup, and the bunnies just come to you. It's like you're some kind of bunny whisperer or something, and it's just funny. It's like literally you just do a jump to a really specific spot, and the bunny just goes straight to you. Wow. So Danny's just lost 2 seconds to PB, and Hardcore is a bit more behind, I would say, from his PB, because his PB is a bit better, and he's like, I don't know, he was 40 cents behind earlier. Okay, I've never seen that. Yeah, you jump backwards and the bunny runs and you does that AI is bad or something. Yep. Also, you're gonna see both the runners not actually get any more starbits here because that you just simply don't need them and they just waste time. Also, Hardcore is Hardcore's actually behind of his PB a lot. Well, he's already losing time to his PB because his PB lips just turned pink, which is bad for him. Yep. That triple jump right there in is oh dang, nice gold. You can long jump and spin. I never knew that. Well, Danny's having a bit of issues with the triple jump. Maybe you should actually do the long jump spin, but nah. Danny's doing the setup into Road Leaf 2 skip, which whatever works for him. It's a bit more consistent. It looks I know Yoshi fan said this is a bit more consistent. Alright, but he did lose a bit more time to Hardcore, and Hardcore just got that segment from Hardcore, holy crap, that was actually really good. He just scored by 4 seconds. Hell yes. I need to actually double check the community summer best because I think that might, from what that sounds, that actually looks like that might have bopped somebody in. Well, that might have actually been. Is that a new community summer basketball record? By the way, tree skip. Yay. One of the more painful strat, and a really bad strat in the game. I don't want to talk about it that much because it's giving me like Vietnam War flashbacks. So yeah. Also, Hardcore is gonna do a interesting skip here. He's just gonna. He did get it first try. Danny 6 ends behind Dane. Yep, that's worse than the Comet. So basically what Hardcore did was he skipped the cutscene trigger for the for this boss fight. So this mini boss, quote unquote. So you can just skip the entire fight and yeah. Friendly reminder, this is an actual money match, so the winner of this race actually does get $25. So so this run is meant to be a straight up whoever wins just gets whoever wins gets $25 basically. So Hardcore is of course Hardcore's gaining his lead a bit. Yeah, kind of was Hardcore was gaining his lead a bit. He's alright, next is Gold Leaf Secret. Gold Leaf Secret is so fun when you actually get it right. Most people usually don't, but it's so fun when you do. It's like really clean movement. So let's see how Hardcore does. And it looks like he was a bit dodgy over there, but he did get it first try. Nice. And Danny is just done. Oh, never mind. I might have jinxed myself, but sorry, Hardcore. Danny's 3 seconds ahead. Nice. People like Valu drove too fast and overtake the notes. Dude, shout out to the world record not being Valu by Valu. Valu's really been doing pretty. I'm surprised Valu's been doing still pretty good. with his consistency, even though he hasn't really played the game for a long time. He has kind of. Then again, he's literally the only world records he has now is like one of Galaxy 1 Mario and Galaxy 2 now. Instead of him actually having 3D World Odyssey, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 when he's dominating the Mario community. Oh, Danny's having a bit of a slip up right there in a tree, but still pretty good. Saved a bit of, I would say he saved a bit more time. Hey up. He's now a bit behind. I think he's now a bit behind a PB Infinite, so from looking at his splits, he's like 0.5 seconds behind. Still showing pretty good consistency to his PB. Oh, Hardcore's just missed the triple jump setup in Gold Leaf Comet. Oh, that's a bit too... That was too early spins. He got third try. That's gonna lose a bit of time. Oof. That's gonna bleed a bit of time for him. See how Danny does in Gold Leaf Comet. It's really... Gold Leaf Comet strat is... The Gold Leaf Comet tree skip is really weird and really clunky in comparison to Gold Leaf 3, so it's... Basically, he did get the fast recovery, so, luckily, if he actually messed up a bit more, like, I think if he actually messed up one more time, he could have died. Also, nice frame perfect from Danny. Danny messing up Gold Leaf 3 Gold Leaf Comet as well. Looks like Gold Leaf Comet is a bit more of an issue with the runners today, because yeah, it's a really bad strat. I wasn't really expecting. I knew sometimes some runners actually have a bit of problems. Also, Hardcore is going to go straight into another auto scroll where you just go through 8 rings from a literal. It's a literal Chris Grin. If anyone has Chris Grin, mind posting it in chat. Danny's gonna go through Sea Slide 1 now. He's still a bit behind of Hardcore. It's still anybody's race. It's still anybody's race, really. It's like Hardcore could easily choke sometime in Sea Slide 2 or Toy Time, which which could be bad. Drip Drop still hasn't happened yet, and Drip Drop's one of the worst levels in the run. Yeah. Bootleg Chris Grin, hell yeah. Nice bootleg Chris Grin, Alex. So Hardcore is just about done with Sea Slide 1. He still has a bit of a massive lead over Danny. It's not too big. No, it's a bit of a lead. I actually like that bootleg Chris Grin there, Alex. Have to be honest. I don't have emotes as well. Literally the only ones I have are like this. So next, Hardcore is gonna go for Sea Slide Comet, which is one of the worst stars in the game for one specific reason. Exercise. Heck that. Who does exercise in this game? Lol. Danny's just about to go past the 2. We're just going to go past the 2-hour mark. Danny's like 6 seconds behind his PB at the minute, so hopefully he can catch up. Hardcore is a bit more. Exercise, why is that? exercise is bad, and it causes actual pain for the hand. Alright, see you, Gilcat. Thanks for the good luck for both runners, and hey, PK Gamey. The run is 2.5 hours long, but it's about 228. Both runners are about 227, 228. Well, Hardcore's PB is about 227.40, and Danny's PB is a 228.20. Hardcore is really don't have his weird mode. Yes, that is right, Danny. He is actually destroying Sea Slide Comet, and see how much Danny's doing. Also, that weird mode spam is that weird mode spin spam is gonna be kind of similar in Comet. See some favoritism. Oh yeah. By the way, if you guys want to actually post a bit of a bit of chat, well, a bit of guesses for what Hardcore and Danny are gonna get for Sea Slide 2, feel free. Like what True Game's doing. He guessed 46.69. I'm guessing 50. I'm guessing 48.29. I don't want to go too. What's happened with Danny? Danny's kind of lost a couple of. But Danny had a couple of big mistakes, and I don't remember what. Well, both runners actually showed a lot in Goalie Comet, but well, they didn't get dry. So 101, 65, 52, 39, 54, 60, 57, 42. 52 flat for Hardcore. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, Hardcore is getting a bit close here. You can win sludgy points, yes. What points? Lol, what points? Also, Hardcore's really going ham with it. With his Wiimote spins. God damn. Blood, thanks for the sub for Speedrunners League. Thanks for support in Speedrunners League for 2 months in a row. Hardcore is definitely catching up. Well, he's definitely gaining a lot of time. He is still losing time, funnily enough, to his PB. Well, not really funnily enough, but he's still losing time to his PB. Hey, Marcelo Mato, sorry if I butchered it, but how are you? So, we're coming up to the end section of, well, coming up to the later part of the run. Hardcore is 9 seconds behind PB. Wow. Anyway, gonna sleep now. Alright, see you later. Night, blood. So Hardcore is, well, next we have, Hardcore's gonna go into toy time. I might as well, well, we're nearly done with the run. The run is gonna be about another 25, 24, 25 minutes, 23, 24 minutes. Hopefully. Wow, 61 frames a second, hacker. 51 frames a second, literal hacker. So, if you guys want to, I don't know, look at any other commentary in... Well, if you want to look at what the run Speedrunners League is going to go on, I might as well also shout out what Speedrunners League is doing. By the way, hey Glaceon, how are you? So Speedrunners League is actually a... Well, Speedrunners League is kind of a race. Well, it's basically like a load of races going on, and basically it's trying to improve speedrun. And oh my god, Hardcore taking a death in Toy Time 1. Oh my god, that could have been that was a bit of a time loss. I think Hardcore's just choked the PB. Oh, that sucks. Oh, he's really having a bit of problems. Danny could catch up a bit more. But Hardcore, that sucks. Oh my god. I've never seen that, but yeah, it can really show that nerves are starting to kick in for hardcore. Mainly because of the fact that this is still like a $25 race, but Danny's catching up. It's gonna be a bit more. It's gonna be an intro. This is gonna still be an interesting race. See what I told you? What I said. It could be. It's literally anybody's game. Anybody could just still. Anybody can catch up. It can easily go from hardcore taking the lead to Danny taking the lead to hardcore and then back, and it's like, yeah. By the way, hardcore is going to go for armpit skip, which is pretty good strat, pretty fun strat that people like to go for. Also, apparently, as a bit of a fun fact, you can actually see those two Ash ketchup. Yep. You can basically, as a bit of a fun fact, you can actually climb on the Oh, Danny's taken a. Oh my god, Danny's just messed up armpit skip. Oh no, that is a really bad mistake from Danny. That's gonna. He's going too far to the right there. So that's gonna be a bit of a time loss. Smell was too bad he couldn't take it. It shows nerves are real. I think nerves are kind of starting to kick in on the runners, mainly due to the fact that this is still a money match, which is $25. Whoever wins the race actually gets 25 Spotteroos. It usually is like a bit bigger for races, like up to about $100, but it's like it's still pretty good. It still shows that there's a lot of money on the line for both of these runners, and it's definitely showing a bit of nerves for him. They've both lost a lot of time at PB. Danny's showed a bit on Toy Time 1. Hardcore's showed a bit. Hardcore's even had death in Toy Time 1, which that death was something I've never seen before, but it sucks. He was... Also, Ivory, thanks for the 3 bits. Hoping for the 3rd place there. on the bit leaderboard. You can also soft lock in this, which Romani, please do not actually talk about soft locking here, because karma. So next we have these. We actually have a bit of cycles with these tox boxes right now. Hopefully hardcore. Hardcore actually can get over there. Also, friendly reminder. If you guys remember when I said earlier about me doing secrets before 2 then secret, then do not do it here. You do not want to do 2 then secret here. It can be you can easily just lose a lot of time if you mess it up. You can activate the screw in Toy Time 2 without letting the star shot on top, and you can't reach it and have to die re-enter. Yep. Like, I've actually done that mistake once where you do Toy Time 2 instead of Toy Time Secret, and it is terrible, and nobody should ever do that. I have to admit, should never do that mistake. It is pretty bad. So Danny is so I guess Hardcore is actually coming to the end of the run here. Well, basically, what if you do 2 then secret? There's a chance if you can go into 3 by mistake, and if you go into 3, instead, when you do secret, the comet doesn't show up. Oh, I don't know why the comet just doesn't it doesn't show up. So it's like you can easily make a big mistake, and like what I did to salvage it was I had to go into Ghostly 2, which is what the old route did. Actually doing Ghostly 2 and no, Ghostly 2 and the other one in a run. No, Ghostly 2 and Space Journey Comet in a run, lol. Well, that would be your fault, and you can do that on Good Old Luigi. Yep, that would be my fault. Yep. I'm just saying, runners don't do the same mistake as me. OP. So, Hardcore is nearly about a star ahead in with Toy Time. So basically, they're near about done with Toy Time. I might as well mess. If anybody is ready to have a bit of a, we're probably gonna get both of the runners in for like I don't know, commentating late, not really commentating, just to have a little post commentary whenever the run is done, and yeah. Also, don't do Dusty Down Free before Secret, like at me. Yep. So wait, Hardcore still isn't. Oh yeah, Hardcore still has 2. Toy Time 2. Yep. Oh yeah, an interview. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. All right. All right, Luke. Sure thing. After that, we're gonna go into kitchen. We're nearly done with the run. Danny almost soft-locked in Toy Time Comet, which were soft-locking in Toy Time Comet could literally, well, it of course spells disaster, but if you soft-lock in Toy Time Comet or 2 or Secret in that case or anywhere, your run is basically dead, because basically runners don't usually save. And you go back, and when you actually mess up, you can go back to the last point and save in. Like, especially, like, one of the biggest mistakes you can do in 120, one of the biggest mistakes you can do is when you're in the Bowser cutscene, you can actually there's like a yes or no option in the Bowser cutscene, and when you're in the yes or no option, you kind of, if you hit there's a save and don't save option. If you hit don't save, the run's dead. Like, straight up, the run is just dead. Like, you can't do anything about it, but the run is just, you lose like 3.5 hours. And you probably would have to go straight up to, well, you can lose up to 3.5 hours, and you can just go from finishing the run to dead. Well, from, like, you want to finish the run and then just, I want to finish this, and then, nope. It gives a warning, but if you forget to save, it's bad. You speak Japanese? No. Yeah, it is a 3.5 hour time loss if you mess it up, because you just straight up have to do the entire run again. Also, Hardcore is gonna go into kitchen again, because it's one of the faster new route. It's in the new route and it's faster. So basically, it's like you have to finish kitchen straight away, and then when you're done with that, when we're done with that, we're gonna go into Honey Hive Luigi, which is like the last star left. And after Honey Hive Luigi, after Honey Hive Luigi, we're just gonna be done. I soft-locked in Bowser 3 2 and 120 when I did the stair glitch, because I thought it was faster. Sorry, True Demo. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but it's like, it's not faster, it soft-locked the game. I'm surprised you actually thought it was faster. I'm not calling you out on it, but I'm just surprised. Don't forget Drip Drop. Oh, don't do Drip Drop early as well. That could be bad. But wow, I've never seen anybody do that. Oh yeah, the stair glitch. Basically, it's like you can kind of skip the final animation of Bowser by doing a bit of like really precise movement on these stairs. Like, you can just do a long jump in the second stair, and you just do like I think it's a spin, wall jump spin, and if you mess it up, you can just, well, if you mess it up, if the I think if it happens, you die. You just have to die and start over again. Also, Hardcore is gonna go for this one step in. He's having a bit of issues at the minute. Hardcore is going for Starship step. Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad step, by the way. It's pretty precise. Hardcore is it is a really inconsistent step, so no wonder he's struggling. I'm not surprised. So Hardcore has now got greens. Anyways, as I was saying, well, I might as well just take some time to just shout out the Galaxy community. Basically, it's like the Galaxy community are really cool people. They are the game's really fun to run. It's really simple. If you know what you're doing, it's like you can easily get sub free, and sub free is a really respectable time, and you can, yeah. Basically, it's like the Galaxy community is really helpful. If you guys want to join the Discord, if all the new runners want to join the Discord, go into speedrun.com, go into SM Galaxy, the Galaxy speedrun.com leaderboards, and you can join the Discord from there. And yeah, we've got tons of tutorials. I'm in the middle of I've been making a tutorial, actually. It's on my Twitch, if anybody wants to follow. And, yeah. It's pretty good. So, Hardcore is nearly done with, Boy Base. He is going to, go to Drip Drop next, which is the final level. Well, not really the final. It's the final true level. Then we got Honey Hive Luigi, which is a short one. Then we got the final Bowser. So, next Danny's gonna knock these torpedo heads over in and just try and hit some of these hit this crit. Give a bit of help. Yeah. If you want, that'll be really appreciated, Cloud Kirby, with the tutorial. I've been kind of procrastinating on it, and yeah. I still need to incorporate like newer strats. Because it's like my movement's been like really sloppy, and I should redo it. So Hardcore is going into Drip Drop, which is one of the more scary levels of the run. Danny is 45 seconds behind Hardcore, so if Hardcore, but it can still turn to anybody. It's still anybody's game, but I think Hardcore has nearly got this in the bag. So this is a really interesting style that can be a bit dodgy, but if you know camera movement, like it's kind of like a similar case to Spyro, where enemies don't move when they're not on camera, because it's like, I don't know, for some reason they just like camera show. They're just not really the opposite of camera shy. So Hardcore's got really good Drip Drop. Hell yeah. That is a really good Drip Drop for Hardcore. He is gonna go on to final. Well, he's gonna go on to final Honey Hive Luigi, then going on to final Bowser. So we're nearly done with the run. I think Hardcore's gonna win, but Hardcore's gonna win, but it can still be anyone's game. Hardcore can easily die in final Bowser, or do a Pendu bounce, which, oh yeah, I think one of the actual runners of this game, Pendu, actually was meant to try and talk to the Honey Hive Luigi. Well, this Luigi and Honey Hive, and he actually did a bit of a home and ground pound and died. I don't know how it happened, but it was one of the more and he was on PB pace as well, which was also, most runners actually should enter through Honey Hive free. By the way, if anyone wants to, follow the races, if anyone wants to give a follow to the races, I really suggest they both do Galaxy. Well, they both do Galaxy a lot, and they are really good at the game. They're literally world record contenders. They're both like 227, 228, but they have been playing for about like less than just about a year. By the way, I learned for a free PC game of speedrun. I would say Celeste Classic. You should probably look into that through speedrun.com. Ivory, just as a bit of a suggestion. But Hardcore is going to go into the final Bowser. This is probably expecting like to do 227 or 228 for him, which yeah, it's a really good time for a race. So both of these runners have been really good in comparison to PB and really good sports in this race. So yeah, if you guys want to follow the races, and if you guys want to follow the commentator at myself, just drop a follow and I will appreciate it. So so next we have the final Bowser. No mistakes, and it's a 228. Yeah, it's a 228 or 227. It can still be anyone's game though, because you can easily just choke the run in Bowser, and it could be terrible. Well, you can easily choke the run in Bowser, and like one death in Bowser could literally turn the tables. Danny could win. It can literally change the entire game. So, no. But yeah, it can literally just go from Hardcore winning to Danny winning, and in like less than moments. And yeah. Like, a death with Hardcore could easily just turn the tables. But it does show if they still play really good, they can still like get really good times though. Sub 230 in a marathon setting is really good. So basically what Hardcore is trying to do is trying to go for an earlier cycle, and I actually still need to learn it, but you can still tie, technically. Hardcore's gonna go for an early cycle, which he does get it. Nice on him. I still need to learn it. It looks like a really good... It's basically a really good strat. You can kind of skip. You can get a good cycle on the flashlight. See what Danny does. And basically Hardcore is... basically the final level is basically about... they both end on the same frame, yeah. Basically Hardcore is just about... basically this final level is about a true test of what you've learned in the game, and yeah, it's really fun. You can die to this part though a lot more than people expect, so yeah. Also, I don't know. Oh, Danny's having a bit of issues here. Hardcore can see if Hardcore is not gonna go for the fast movement here, which the fast movement is where you can just do a long jump onto the platform with the form and the 1-up, but he's not going to do that. Good on him. So Hardcore is going to go into the final Bowser fight. If you guys want to drop some hype on Hardcore Gaming, do it. He has got a 224 entry in final Bowser. Danny's nearly done with his Danny's nearly on the way to the final platform. Do you want to kill him? It is fast. I'm sure it's like a second faster. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do that movement, because it is terrible. And no, I do not want to kill him. That would be bad. Hardcore did even 227 with this, which is still really good for... I think it's like one of the best marathon-esque runs. Danny's having a bit of issue with movement in the final section. It's not died. He hasn't died yet, but oh, oh fuck. Sorry. Oh, dang. Danny's just died. Shoot. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I just karma'd. Just gave him karma. Dang. I feel bad. I feel bad for him. I was like, oh, literal commentator's curse. That just screams commentator's curse right there. Wow. Ah, thanks. I shouldn't have said anything, but yeah. By the way, pardon my language. Sorry about that. Hardcore's doing the thing with the starboards, yep. It's really hard to actually commentate when you're just doing something like this, so. By the way, we might need to get rid. Oh yeah, Hardcore's doing timing. I'm a dummy. Oh, Hardcore's having a bit of issues with the final Bowser fight. Oh. Hardcore's really having a bit of issues. Oh my god. This is not really working out for him. Alright, at least he's finally got it. Alright, he's got it. Nice. Gonna go on to the final. Hardcore's gonna go on to the final section. It's looking like a 228 for him. Sadly, he missed the 227. But, it's not too bad. Oh, it's not too bad, because the 228 is still really good. And Danny's looking like a 229. Unless he does a, well, I'm not going to say anything. So, So basically it's like similar movement, basically you just hit the fire and, well, get knocked over by fire and yeah. Do not die, please. I think Hardcore's just got it in the bag, and Hardcore wins the race. Yes! Hardcore has just won with a 228.30. I think it's like a 34. 35. Don't fall off the edge when grabbing the star. You can't. And Hardcore has just won the race. Got the $25. Congratulations to Hardcore. He has just won. And hello, I've just heard something going on. And hey, speaking about it, GG on the race, man. It was a really good race. Really close. So how did you actually feel with oh, he actually have Hardcore commentating, by the way. So how do you actually feel with the run, by the way? What was your standpoint on it, Hardcore? Wait, can we actually hear him? If you want to just type it out in chat. And Danny has just finished with a 229.40, 229.50 on. GG to him. Oh, yeah. Oh, we hear Hardcore. Oh, nice. GG to Danny. Good race. Good race, guys. Really good race. Have to give fair play to both of you guys. That I was expecting no less than from what you guys actually pulled off. So, GG on the runs. GG on the sub 230, and have to do. But yeah, fine. But yeah, I'm really GG on everything that's been going on. But yeah, Hardcore. How did you? Well, we'll start with Hardcore and how he feels if his mic works. So how do you actually feel with your run, man? Wait. Wait, can you